Nowadays, I think like the young guys, they prefer wearing something that is more easier and funkier and perhaps not too glittery per se.
So yeah, it's not about heavy embroidery, but I think people are going more for prints and things like that. And do you see that as a trend, or is it more going to simple and going to classic sort of styles of sari design?
Prints have always been there. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of batik and stuff as well in Colombo.
That's a big thing.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true. But prints have been there for some time. And I suppose it's like an individual thing. Yes, prints, definitely. Mix your prints and, you know, go crazy with it. Why not?
Alright, so let me get this straight. Now, the trends, although, like you say, it's the future trend or whatnot, it has, like, certain elements from our past trend.
It's always evolving.
What are the chances of a sari trend being, like, you know, grey? Just picture it right now. Grey, but with a Batman cape. Just think about it. I mean, it's the future.
Let's think about it now.
Very futuristic.
I mean, imagine you at Comic-Con and you see a Sri Lankan girl in a Batman sari. I would marry her. I would be, lady, I love you.
Ladies out there want to marry Jason, then all you need to do is wear a Batman
You know
sari.
what to do. Is what you have to do.
Moving into, before we go for the break, very soon, buying a sari. What are the things that you have to consider? There's so many factors that go into it, right?
Well, obviously you have to check like where it's coming from, like the designer or the make or the brand. And when if it's like a known brand, then I suppose you don't have to really worry about like the fabric or the finish or whatever. But if not, if you're just going like to the market or whatever and you're buying it, then I suppose you need to check the finish. You need to check the fabric, the durability of it, if it's, and then of course the trends. You need to check whether it's with it.
Of course,
to be honest.
It's very important to be with the trends, right? But what are the countries where you get really good quality saris from?
Well, without a doubt, India, Pakistan, definitely. Apart from that, Sri Lanka.
Of course, and I'm sure that locally produced and sourced saris are also making a huge comeback on the ramps as well, aren't they?
You know, I kind of saw something interesting. When Iron Man 3 premiered, there was this lady, can't remember who the actress was, but she wore like this, you know, like the I don't know what you call it, the red the hat, like sort of thing. So she was wearing that, and I was wondering if that was a Sri Lankan. Have you seen it? None of you saw that?
No. I think
it's like a ready.
We will go into that right after the break, Jason. But I think that we're going to give her some time to really think about who the celebrity is.
Get into that.
Right now we have to go for a very short commercial break, but we'll be back with some of your designs on a model. So this is something that you want to stick around for. Stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka.
And welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. In case you just tuned in, we have a show about saris. Yasisurie Kiribandara in the studio. A great designer, and she has brought a really cool design right in front of us. A live design. Look at that.
And let's talk about what she's wearing now.
Well, as you can see, she's wearing a sari. And I decided to do this completely in white, because right now white is a huge trend that's going around in saris and even in the European market. So white is totally huge right now. I took in terms of fabric, I took brocade for the jacket, because brocade is really huge now in terms of fabric again. I did a silver because I didn't want it to be too bland in terms of white. A touch of glamour. Yes, there you go.
Okay, all right.
And then
the puffy sides on the jacket. What is that called?
Well, that's like a new kind of a sleeve that I experimented with. So like took the mutton leg sleeve and did like a little variation to it.
It's very royal-like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I find that puffy thing, like the sleevey stuff.
And quite traditional looking also, actually, at the same time.
Royal traditional.
Royal traditional. But I don't think the sari looks very traditional.
It's a great balance there. You get, I guess, with the jacket design as well as the sari. But go on. Now you.
And I mixed up the white with the animal print in front, because as you can see for the pleats, animal print, again, variations of it is huge in terms of trends. And as I told you earlier, the vertical openings at the back with the strap thing going in the middle at the back for the jacket. Again, that's a huge trend. Then the details of the trims on the shoulder.
Okay.
So that's like in
focus on her shoulder as well.
Yes. And that is like with little white stones.
There we go. Wow, okay. That looks very nice.
Okay, thank you. And that again I thought would add like a bit of glitz and glamour, because I didn't do much bordering or embroidery or any other work anywhere in the sari. So in terms of this, like I wanted to up it up a bit and make it look a little bit more chic and modern. And to go with the entire outfit, like I didn't do the hair up that much. I wanted to be young and fresh. Right. So I just let it down loose, just twisted it around and put this huge kind of headgear thing, head clasp that I did for her. That's again done with a mix of white and black with a touch.
There we go, now you can see it.
Yeah, with a touch of
look at that. That is something special.
And these are all the accessories that you make yourself, is it?
I make them personally.
Oh wow, okay. So there's a lot of detail and eye for detail that goes into each of these designs. But there's something very special about the design of this sari. Why don't you elaborate?
Something very special about the design is that this sari is so easy to wear. As I explained before, you do not have to get into the entire 5 yards. You do not have to know how to drape it right. It's a zip-on. So basically, you just get into it like a skirt, you zip it in, you take the fall and just put it up. It's just pre-made for you.
What do you mean it's just a zip? I must find the zip now since you... No, I'm joking. But that
frightened me a bit there.
Yeah, frightened everyone in the studio a bit there, but it's alright. Jason is being Jason this morning.
Curiosity tends to just, increase when somebody says there's a zip hidden in a sari. I'm like, no, that's impossible.
But that is a really great way of constructing a sari, because as you mentioned earlier, the draping of the sari does become the issue most of the time, and that's why people really opt to not wear sari, and because it's just the hassle of getting into it. But this is a great new design that you've introduced, and you can't really see the difference, can you? So
that was the idea, because I wanted people to feel comfortable and still feel sexy and chic and glamorous and feel like, hey, I look nice in this, but then they don't have to go through the entire trouble of knowing how to pleat it and drape it right.
Yeah. So. I love the design, to be honest. I love everything. There's one drawback,
which is
like in Hindi movies, when the guy meets the girl, he tries to unwind her sari, like throwing away, and then she would unwind and then come back. So could we ever do that? No, I don't.
I'm not so sure about
that. But I think we must carry the model as well. But I think we really have to thank you for being here today with us as well, and thanks a lot for showing off the design.
She knows she likes my comments. Thank you very much.
And we'll ask you to maybe you can leave this way. But thank you so much for being with us. Bye. So we're going to speak some more about some more sari designs that you have coming up as well, and they're right behind you there.
Yeah, these are like just a few things that I brought that I'm working on right now for my clients.
Right.
This one right here is this is actually what the clients requested. So
I see.
The color combinations, the fabrications, everything is, since I make it to order.
Right.
It's done for individual people. So
if you could just lift up the fall, then I think they can see the color of the sari, which is a really gorgeous color there that you can see.
Would you look at that?
So again,
I'm guessing detail that you've accumulated just for this, just one piece of sari. It's amazing. Like I can't really focus. There's no place I could focus on. If a person walked in with this, they would just brighten the whole room. Everyone would just be staring at them.
That's the idea, because I mean, when you're going for an occasion and you're looking for something special, you want to feel like $1 million. That's what I do. I make people feel like $1 million. I mean, that's what I want to make people feel.
Have you nicknamed your designs? Like a lot of people tend to nickname them.
Not yet.
The eye gazer, or the guy's eyes staring. Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe I will.
Working
Speaking
title.
about the sari itself, not about Jason's eyes, we're going to speak about
I said
that
my eyes
particular
would
sari.
say.
I'm sure the color is more appropriate for an evening.
This is definitely evening wear.
Okay, all right. But this next one you have, can we use it for a morning function
We
as well?
could, because the blue that I've used is perhaps a little bit darker, and then it's kind of balanced off with the pink lace.
Wow.
Right. So it's got a peacocky sort of touch to it, but then
Yes.
very, how would I put it?
Feminine, I guess.
Cool girl sort of touch. That's what I'm getting out of it.
This is
I'm
very,
guessing.
very young, girly. You know, it's like something that I would probably wear